Stamp on mine.
All right.
Okay, Judge.
All right, Mr. Freeman, we
Okay.
little computer glitch. We're all set. This one is the state's consent to video conference. Remember, I said that both you and the state have the right to demand a public courtroom hearing. This is the one where the state says we're okay with video conference. Did you see and understand this paper?
Yes, sir.
All right. The next one is what's called discovery. That's the document that says that the state has obeyed the law that requires them to make available to you and your attorney all the paperwork, receipts, documents, whatever is involved in your case concerning the papers and what's called discovery. That is signed by your attorney and Mr. Edelman for the state saying, yes, that has been obeyed. I have signed off on that. Then you have the defendant's consent to video conference. That's yours. That's where you agree to do it like we are doing by computer video conference. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Then we've got another document, again, with the identifying information. This one is titled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions. It has 3 sentences. You were charged with harassment. You're going to enter a plea of nolo contendere. And then the rest of this document is divided into 15 numbered parts or divisions. The number 1 division says the range of punishment, how you can be punished. What does it say there? Can you read that? There's one check mark only. It's on Class B.
What?
0 to 2,000 fine and 0 days to 180 days in jail.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, are you the one that read it or somebody read it for you?
The what?
Did you just now read that or did somebody read it for you?
I read it for him.
Yeah.
And
She
who is
read it
that,
for me.
please?
Pardon?
Who are you?
I'm his caregiver. Thomas is hard of hearing, so
Okay,
I'm helping him. I'm his ears.
okay. Thank you. Now, the rest of this division includes other things. I need you to know that the deal you made, I do not have to accept. I will tell you that I will, but under the law, as a judge, I can say yes or no. In fact, I have to say yes or no. Where were you born, sir?
Where were you born?
Here in San Antonio, Texas.
All right. The papers
I'm a
will show.
native boy here.
All right. The papers will show that you are a U.S. citizen.
Uh-huh.
All right. Next paper. This one here has the identifying information. This one says that I am certifying to you. It's got a check mark on one box. It says this is a plea bargain case and the defendant has no right of appeal. You see that and understand it.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. This document here is called Application for Judge-Ordered Community Supervision Probation. Did you understand what this document said?
Yes, sir. No. She said
All right.
1 year.
All right, now probation is a written, legal, binding agreement. You are to live up to all of the conditions of supervision. Each one will be read to you and you will sign them and they will give you a copy in your hand. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
If you live up to all of those conditions, then you will not serve any time in jail, even though there's a sentence that sends you to jail. That will be suspended. If you violate the conditions, then the court will have a hearing after proper notice, and I will be in a position where, depending on the evidence, I will send you to jail. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next document is your information, personal data sheet. Is everything in there true?
What?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
To look at.
I said, yeah, everything's correct on there.
All right. So you're disabled, you only get a disability income?
Yes, sir.
How much is it more or less?
Mm, about 3 grand a month.
All right. Scroll. Scroll, please. All right. You were in the military?
Yes, sir. I
What
sure
was your
was.
rank? What was your rank?
I got out as an E5.
All right. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Okay. Scroll. I'm now going to show you the plea agreement. That's your paper, the deal that was made for you.
Yes, sir.
We have to load it up. All right, there it is.
Okay.
Did you review this with your attorney?
Yes. Yeah, I went there. Yeah.
Ms. Hernandez, are you satisfied that Mr. Freeman knew and understood this plea bargain deal?
Yes, Your Honor.
I understand it.
No, her-
All right.
the attorney.
And you reviewed this with your attorney and you signed it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, scroll it, Patty. The official charge is harassment. To that
Yes, sir.
charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
All right. A no contest plea in this court is considered a guilty plea. It is sufficient for me to convict you. Now, you are ordered to come by the court offices and have your thumbprint put on the documents as required by law. Based on your plea and the evidence, I find you guilty. You're sentenced to 6 months confinement in Bexar County Jail, but that is probated, suspended for 12 months. Remember what I said, as long as you live up to the conditions of supervision, you will not have to go to jail. Now, you are ordered to have no contact with Janet Matthews or immediate family members of Janet Matthews. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. The supervisory fee, I'm going to set that at the minimum by law, which is $25 a month.
Yes, sir.
Any questions, Mr. Freeman?
No, sir.
Any questions, Ms. Hernandez?
None, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Edelman?
Uh-huh.
Nothing from the state, sir.
All right, then. Mr. Freeman, if you will wait around, there's a lady by the name of Maricela Luna. She has to talk to you and explain to you what you need to do to do the
Okay.
probation.
All right.
All righty, just stick around, don't leave. Ms.
Okay.
Hernandez, if you wish to wait, you may, otherwise you're excused.
Gotta wait. Right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
They don't know how long.
It shouldn't be long, sir. Joe Morales,
Here, Your Honor.
we have everything ready, Mr. Reyes?
We do, Judge.
All right. Mr. Morales, you heard, this is the third time I'll go through this in a few minutes. I think you're familiar with what we're saying now.
Yes, Your Honor.
What you're seeing now is under case number 656334,
Yes, Your Honor.
State versus Joe Luis Morales in County Court of Law number 5, Bexar County, Texas. That's the identifying information. The document before you right now is a state's consent to video conference. It is signed by Mr. Edelman. They agreed to the video conference. Then we have the discovery acknowledgement, Article 39.14 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Did you see and understand this one? It says that the state has lived up to that law. Your attorney
Yes, sir.
and the state signed it, okay?
Mhm.
The third document is yours. That's where you agree to video conference. Did you understand what that document says?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you signed it, so did your attorney.
Mhm.
Right, now we're looking at defendant's waiver of constitutional rights and court's admonitions. Again, the identifying information. This one starts off with 3 sentences. You were charged with reckless driving. You're pleading nolo contendere to reckless driving. The rest of this document is divided into 15 pieces or parts. The very first one is the range of punishment. This is a class B misdemeanor. What does it tell you that you can be punished?
0 to $2,000 fine, 0 to 180 days in jail.
Very good. Now, be aware that all of these paragraphs are important. Number 8 for one, where were you born?
Here in San Antonio, U.S.
The documents, the record would show that you were a U.S. citizen. Now,
Mhm.
do you have any questions about this document?
No.
Do you know and understand that the deal you made with the state does not bind me? That in fact, the law says that as the judge, I have the authority and I'm required to either approve it or reject it. If I reject it, or I give you a punishment that's in the proper range but is greater than what you agreed to, then the law says you would start all over. Did you know that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, you could start. You're not required to. The document before you is my certification to you. The 5th little box from the stack of boxes there says
Mhm.
this is a plea bargain case and the defendant has no right of appeal. Did you see and understand that you have no right of appeal as a result of this deal?
Yes, Your Honor.
You signed it, so did your attorney. Now, what you have here is application for deferred adjudication. Again, identifying information, identifies you, then it says that you're applying for, and I will tell you that I will approve this agreement, deferred adjudication. Several things that I need to make very clear to you. By your attorney getting you deferred adjudication, if you live up to 100% of the conditions of supervision, then the case will be dismissed, and under Texas law, you are not convicted of this charge. The conditions that you have to live up to, 100%, will be read to you. They'll be in writing. You will sign them, and you'll have a copy in your hands. Now, if you fail or refuse to live up to the conditions, then the state can ask me to set up a hearing after giving you proper notice. And at that time, depending on the evidence, I may go ahead and give you a final conviction that will follow you the rest of your life.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand.
Okay. Deferred adjudication, one of the big important parts of that is that you will not be convicted. I will not find you guilty, but I can, depending upon your behavior.
Yes, Your Honor. I appreciate that.
If you violate the conditions, then you'll be looking at the entire range of punishment. Is that understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The personal data sheet, got all your information, says that you work for HEB, you make $17.27 an hour. You work full time. Good little job.
Yes, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
Now, I need the 3 references that will always be able to find you. I don't care if it's
Oh, okay.
girlfriends. I don't care if it's 10 girlfriends or whatever. We need 3 of them. We need 3 of them here, okay?
Oh, definitely. And that I would just re-click on the email and just when this is
Well,
over, just
So,
intro.
I will explain something to you in a little bit that'll cover that. You're single, no dependents. You have a
Correct.
Dodge Dart 2013. It's gray. All
Correct.
right. Scroll, please. We're going to load up now what's called the plea agreement, your deal. And as I said before, I will approve the deal. So I'm going to lower the anxiety level in case there is any.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Here's the plea agreement. It says Joe Luis Morales, case number. Then it's got the first 2 boxes will be marked for the record. The first one talking about, guess what? The right to remain silent. The second one identifies you as a U.S. citizen, which you are. That's part of the record. Then you have a stack of 5 little squares. Each one has a different declaration concerning your rights and constitutional protections that have been referred to and covered with you in this document. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Then the original, or rather the official charge, is marked on here as other reckless driving. To that official charge, what is your plea?
No contest, Your Honor.
All right. A no contest plea is considered a guilty plea in this court, right?
Yes.
All right. Now, I ordered you to appear here in County Court of Law number 5. You're to come in and have your thumbprint placed on the different documents in this case. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. In addition, I grant you deferred adjudication of 6 months. You are fined.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're fined $250. This original deal is that that was going to be forgiven. I will tell you that I will not do. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because I'm requiring you to pay that $250. It should be more, but I'll go ahead and agree with that. I'm giving you a punishment greater than what you agreed to, and if you wanted to, you can start all over again. That's your
Yes,
choice.
Your Honor, I understand.
You
No, I'll
will-
just take the,
Okay, then that'll be a change on the paperwork, Patty. You will participate in good faith, and you will complete the driver safety course. Is that understood?
yes, Your Honor.
That'll be one of the conditions. Those conditions, as I said, will be read to you. There'll be a copy put in your hands after you sign it.
Yes, sir.
Your supervisory fee will be $38 a month.
Yes, Your Honor.
You behave yourself. Driving recklessly can result in your killing members of your own family or innocent strangers, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
You learn to behave yourself. You got a good job, you lose that job and wind up in prison if you're not careful.
Yes, Your
Okey-doke?
Honor, I do apologize for,
All
that,
right, that behavior.
situation.
Good enough.
Yes.
All right. Just do what you're supposed to do. I wish you
Thank you,
good luck. You and your family stay well.
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
You are to meet with Ms. Luna so that she can get you on the probation